It's Friday. It's the morning. I am full of hay fever. It's tea time Friday. Today I'm going to be talking about one thing and one thing only. It's a short one. I think I have too much nasal to cope with any more than one, and I want to talk to you about resilience. Let's get into it.
It's Friday. It's the morning. I'm Sophie. I'm about to sneeze. It's tea time Friday. Oh no. Oh my days.
So, what do I mean about resilience? Well, today, actually, the inspiration for today's talk comes from me. Really. Oh, today's tea. I know you probably can't see it. I've drunk half of it because I had to change some camera settings. I'm working with some new kit. I have no technical knowledge whatsoever, so you have to bear with me. It's apple and pear today. It's very good. It's helping my throat. So, resilience. I had a crazy hectic week this week. Everything's going on. I'm launching my course. My year 11s have got their exams at the moment. My 11 plus students are almost doing their exams in September. It's all going a little bit crazy. Bookings with new schools. It's all going hectic. And so I let a couple of things slide this week. So there are certain things that I usually do that I definitely didn't do this week. If you could see my office space, and remember I use the word office very loosely because I can touch all four walls without moving from my seat. It's tiny in here. So if you could see it, I'm not going to move the camera around because I can't be doing the focus again. But if you could see it, it's a mess in here, right? And nothing good happens in a messy space. I have a timetable thing because you know I'm the queen of the timetable, right? I didn't write that this week. I didn't plan out what I was doing this week. So it's all kind of fallen at the wayside. And the reason why it did that is because I was so busy doing. I didn't do any planning because I thought I could save some time by not planning stuff. And of course, as I was doing that, I was hearing my own voice saying back to me, but if you don't plan, you'll waste time. You think you're saving yourself time, but you waste time. So like students that rush through a question in an exam and they don't read the question properly and they think they're saving themselves time, but actually they're costing themselves not only time, but marks, right? And I'm constantly screaming about to students about doing that. And yet I did the same thing, right? So I messed up a bit this week. There are things that I was supposed to have got done that I didn't get done, right? But I'm supposed to be the one that's teaching you guys how to study, how to organise your study, how to get the best out of yourself, right? How to perform the best in exams, how to prep yourself for the year, how to make it so you understand stuff in class, all of that good stuff, how to get organised. And I ain't doing it, right? And I'm definitely one for saying that you should practice what you preach. But I haven't done it. I've done none of my online course this week. My space is a mess and I didn't plan anything. Should I quit? Rhetorical question. Should I quit? Not a rhetorical question, I mean. Comments below. Should I just quit on myself? Right? Because that's what a lot of students do. They get to a point where they can't do a question or they get to a topic that they find particularly difficult and they quit. They down tools. You have to show more resilience. We're human people. I'm human, right? I'm not perfect, right? Sometimes it works like a dream and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't work like a dream. Sometimes I fall off the organisation wagon, right? And that's okay. Because when you fall, if you can look up, you can get up, right? To quote Les Brown, right? Like turtles. Actually, maybe not like turtles, because when they fall on the back, they can't get up. Anyway, the idea is not how you fail, but how you deal with the failure that's important. It's not the setback. It's how you deal with that setback, how you use that setback to propel you forward. Not just move you forward, propel you forward, right? If you can learn lessons, if you can own that setback and learn lessons from it and push yourself forward, then the setback was worth the waste of time, right? And that is all about resilience. This week on my podcast, I was talking about students not seeing themselves as athletes, but you are athletes, brain athletes, right? Athletes have resistance, dedication, hard work, grit. When they don't make the time, they push, they push, they push, they train, they train, they train. They fall, they get back up, they go again, right? We need to have this attitude for studying, right? We find it so easy to have this attitude for things that are physical, but so difficult to have it for things that are mental. And I get it, it's hard. No one said that it was going to be easy, but it's definitely going to be worth it. So you have to show yourself some resilience, right? And for me, that's the ultimate in self-respect. When you show resilience, you show that you're not just going to quit on yourself, right? You're not just going to give up. You're not just going to go, I can't do it. I'm not even going to try it. That's it. I'm done, right? Don't do that to yourself. You owe yourself more than that, right? So don't quit on me, people. Get up, propel yourself forward. Learn from the setback. Don't let the setback crush you. And remember, as always, study like a boss.